Hello, my darling demons. Welcome to Furry Shades of Gay 2. What is this? Whoa. Dark Carnival. Lights festivals, a roadside carnival. Blake and Percy could do a break after a long drive, but not all. A lot of folks are there. I guess I go Carnival. Carnival? Carnival? Crimson leaves burn through the haze of the dusk. The summer's shroud is not white, but covered in yellow, and the red strokes speckled with dark splotches of rot clouded in the milky haze. This is really descriptive. The hem rustles through the leaves, soaking in the well-like ripples that reflect the sky, gray, akin to the cursed skin of eternal sleeping beauty. The damp earth, the cold, the dark, sleep now. We mourn the sun, we hail those who call the dark half of the year their domain. These are our lights. Outside your window, close the shutters. An empty road in the countryside. Percy, I'm telling you, we're lost. Well, you're the one with the map. I'm a 21st century person. I'm used to GPS on my smartphone. Yeah, and there's almost no connection here. Do I take a turn here or what? Don't know. There's a small map to navigate the big one? Yep. Looks like the globe compartment must be somewhere next to the toy car. Those don't know how to use the big one. I'm not even driving right now, and my new approach is still somehow the hot topic. Oh, by the way, we need to turn in 45 minutes ago, but I'm not sure of that either. Percy throws the map on his lap and turns to the window, disgruntled. The withering country's scenery has a calming effect on him. Is he a lamb? Is this a wolf and a lamb? There must be a road sign somewhere. Chill out. Suddenly Percy's ears twitch, his brows furrow, and he tries to listen in. Sound of bells ringing reaches his ears from somewhere afar, followed by a quieter, cheery tune. Weirdly captivating, quiet at first, but growing louder with every moment as if the source is getting closer. Hush. Did you say something? It gets dark quickly. Early this time of year. Can't you hear the music? Oh, Blakey, look. Percy grabs Blake's shoulder impatiently. Bright tents appear on the side of the road as of nowhere. Chains of flags, colored lights beckon to the passerbys. It's a fair. Oh no. Percy blinks plainly too. Big puppy dogs are a certain, well-tried way to convince Blake. Please, 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 pretty please. Blake sighs heavily. What is happening now? In front of them. Okay, so we got some little hearts, some eggplants, some money. These might be claws. And what exactly I'm supposed to be doing is a mystery to me. Whoa, whoa. I like what this is. A rainbow star. Squint, squint. The fair. Alright, but not too long or we'll be late for dinner. I can't say no to you, you spoiled brat. Blake curbs the beckoning lights. Oh, there's a whole carnival here. Blake looks around. There aren't a lot of people in the fair, but they're all dressed in cloaks and carnival masks. You don't have costumes though. Why the hell are we visiting your parents this weekend? All normal people visit their relatives on Christmas, Easter, birthdays, funerals. I don't know. Dana's death's anniversary, Thatcher's death anniversary, but Halloween? We could go to Hugh's instead. He's throwing a party tonight. Soho, demons and spikes, witches in latex, me in latex. Are you ever content? You know when I am. Come on, you don't even have a costume this year. Lies, I do. Percy throws his arms to his sides indignantly and hits someone by accident. The touch is cold. Oops, pardon, miss. Percy turns around. A lady with a veiled face floats without stopping, seemingly undisturbed, and disappears amongst the tent. Percy shakes his head in confusion. For a second, it seemed to him like there was nothing under the veil. Ooh, ghost. There's demon eyes in the background. Is this? Oh my god, what is this? A bear head with a door in the mouth? Like, I saw the, like, merry-go-round and this. I didn't see this. Percy, huh? I asked you what your costume was. Zombie prostitute, whatever. Oh look there. A shooting range. Yep, a shooting range. Hey, win something big and fuzzy for me, like the rom-coms. Can I use something big and fuzzy without any range involved? Perv. A wide-shouldered figure in a cloak with a large hood covering the face is looming near the entrance. A strange sound rattling metal can be heard. Percy and Blake approach the figure, and it tosses the hood off. The greeting smile bears enormous white hound fangs. Everything above them is hidden behind the golden mask. Instead of eyes, there are two gems, gleaming scarlet red. Welcome, strangers. Want to try your luck? Hurry, for the trail is lost under the first snows. The hound throws a handful of pomegranate seeds into his maw. The juice stains his face. Luck, huh? Guess your wannabe rifles have all aims off? A good hunter always keeps his weapons flawless. Although any rifle can misfire once in a while. Mine never does. The hound laughs. The rumble of his laughter is accompanied by a quiet rattle of the copper chain on his neck. Well, you aren't taking any risks then. Well, how many for a couple of shots? Coins? No, I've got enough of that stuff. Blake stares at the hound, puzzled. If you hit the mark, you can leave. If you miss, I'll take what's mine. Deal? Deal. The bright red dreams gleam like living embers. Percy could swear the rubies are staring at him right now. The hound's fangs glisten in the steam of his hot breath. Blake reaches for the rifle. Shouldn't have agreed to that. It was... Didn't actually say what he was agreeing to. Where are the paws? Tell me that. Do they have specific meanings, or am I just, Oh, I need the money. I specifically need money. I didn't know I need specific things. Eggplants. More money. Blake. How many turns do I have? I didn't make it up? Oh, I see my turns. No. Oh, I can't go back? And try again? Deal. Haven't you read any fairy tales as a kid? You can't just go around making weird obscure deals with mask guys. You can't believe in you. They'll offer me your firstborn. What are you? You asked me to win something, didn't you? Well, this dude is weird. Next thing he asks is 3 numbers from the back of your credit card. Or 1 per shot. Unless it's kind of weird overall. And you're naive. Let's go before they leave us on the curbside penniless. Can I go to... Deal? Can I play again? There we go. I need money. So close. Oh, I added 5. I didn't know that was an option. Yes. Let's do it. Seal the deal then. The black glove paw squeezes Blake's palm in a painfully firm handshake before letting go. Blake winces and wipes his hand from pomegranate juice on his trousers and picks up the rifle. But we got 3 tries. Whoa, is this the mask? That's creepy. Blake shows off, weighing the gun on his hands, props himself on the counter, and winks at Percy. Percy snorts. Blake pulls the trigger. Silence. The safeties catch. Alright, I know. The rifle goes off. The target is far aside from the wall, down the white smoke. The distinct smell of gunpowder fills the air. Huh? That's what I call special effects. Just like the real miss. His barking laughter is almost louder than the shot itself. Percy feels it's not one voice, but the whole pack of hounds. Blake licks his lips nervously and aims again. He can hear hunting horns howl in his ears. Fire. Miss. For a moment, Percy feels like the hound has roared his word right in his ear, and that he can feel the spit from the greedy maws dripping onto his shoulder. But the hound is standing at least 2 feet away. Blake. Shoot. Blake exhales, trying to relax, and clenches his fingers. He straightens up, furrows his brow, and aims for the last time. His little aim falls. Hit right at the center, a mocking, victorious sound of fanfares blow from somewhere. Light hangs on a rusty nail, blinks his heresy. Let's go. Shivers roll down Blake's spine. He can't understand why, but he feels like he just had narrowly escaped moral danger. Hey, what about the prize? You're right. Wait a second. The hound bends down on the counter and raises a hand to his ear, listening to something or someone. Yes, He ducks under the counter, rattling his chains, and emerges with a figurine in his glove paw. This is yours now. It's an owl, a fox, and a mantis? Confused, Blake reaches his hands out and takes a small piece of wood carved into an interesting shape. A very interesting shape. Oh boy, a prize for the best marksman, so to speak. Can't miss this with this thing, right? You know exactly where to aim, Blakey. Can't miss an aim as big as what you've got. What? Cocked your gun already? Don't forget the safeties catch. Blake's the fastest hand in the Wild West. While they're staring at a smooth wooden figurine surface carved into an animal's head, figurine strikingly resembles one of Percy and Blake's home's connection. And Percy can't help but reach towards it with his playful fingers. Oh, what is Percy? This can be right here, right now. The phone rings. What? What do these mean? Money. What do they mean? I don't know. This can wait. His hand would prefer a couple of shots of something strong right now. He feels uneasy, glances suspicion at the ranged predator who has hit his face into the hood again. He speaks the elbow. They have plenty of time to have fun later. What does that mean? What's the peaches option then? They made it really hard to get the peaches. What? Yes, I know, I see them. So we need 30 of them. How? The phone rings. The Blake's pocket, you can hear a finger in my reflex croon mount. Here's a fish at his phone. I've done it. You're playing with fire now, cowboy. Your threats are all dry shot, sheriff. I want to see how dry it is. Sound like an old guy right here. Let's go shake some rust off you. Percy and Blake walk leisurely around the fair. Percy doesn't pay attention to the faces under the mask and hoods anymore. Blake is still tense, though, listening for something. He himself isn't sure what. You're kind of brought up. It's nothing, a zombie two custom, huh? Yep, fresh, right? Semi-fresh, I'd say. How is it better than a regular? Same as the IKEA shelving is better than a regular one. You know, do-it-yourself ones, customizable and all that jazz. Like say, if you take the head of your zombie and then you can just buy the rest of the body separately, if needed. And separate arms. I'd charge double for this level of service if I was one. Not arousing at all. Isn't that necrophilia? Yeah, zombie experts, I can guarantee it's not. I mean, it's a corpse, but a living corpse, right? You can catch all kinds of stuff from her. I remember a story about that dude who worked in a morgue. Blake is distracted by the dispute about the unique qualities and abilities of the undead, and relaxes a little. Percy is always good at clearing the air with stupid jokes. Blake smiles, half listening to his chirping. So cold, how do we get warmed up? As is around, Percy is busy sorting out the price list of the zombie prostitute and doesn't notice anything. Here's him thing. There's a tentacle. Where did that come from? I know, he just away. Blake hears his own blood rushing in his ears. He clenches his fist in the pocket of his coat. He feels teeth and claws dig into his palm. There's only the figurine in his hand. Blake? Blake? Blake shudders and blinks unevenly. The pale yellow moon is floating in front of him, among the ugly twisted bare branches. Wanna go to the haunted house? Though you've already pale like the moon. Yeah. Blake wipes his face with his palm shaking off the daze. He feels like something is moving in the darkness and someone is whispering to each other. Just shadows, Blake repeats to himself. Go on, what voices? Ooh, so we want to ignore them voices. What voices? I hear nothing. Woohoo. The voices are whispering. Alright, let's check your haunted house. Blake steps to the dark doorway behind some frayed cloth. The haunted house seems safer to him than the strange voices outside. He takes a hesitant step inside, following. Something rustles and creaks in the darkness. There's beds, skeletons, tentacles. Percy finches and steps closest to Blake. Scared? Awfully so. The speaker suddenly interrupts with distorted laughter. From somewhere up above the skeleton falls right in front of Blake, and Percy jerking on strings. Ah. Percy, your hand. Percy's hand is indeedly suspiciously close to Blake's crotch. Whoops, sorry. Percy apologizes, but only takes his hand away after Blake's polite cough. They pass through the twitching skeleton and venture further along the dark hallway. It's dusty in here. Say it's damp. How can it be damp and dusty at the same time? Isn't dust dry mold, on the other hand? Blake tries to focus on Percy's voice to stop hearing all the other ones. The fog from the machine is swirling under the feet. Something is hooting and squeaking in the darkness. That's made of rags and strings get into their faces, obscuring the view. Percy steps on something wet and sticky and yelps. What's wrong? He looks at Blake, using the moment to pull his hand back where it was. I don't know. So scared we can Percy your hand again. Oh really? Percy makes a face, steps away from Blake, and plods further gloomily. He sighs, reminding himself that it's not emotional intellect that he values the most about Blake. Not really impressive, is it? Percy notices a tall mirror standing against the walls and looks into it out of curiosity. He expects another trick, and everything inside him tenses up, even though he usually not the easily spooked type. Anyway, the mirror answers with a perfectly normal reflection. Makes a face and sticks his tongue out. The reflection shrugs. His face unmoved. What the? Percy almost jumps away from the mirror. The reflection winks at him and licks its lips lewdly. Blake, listen, do you, Blake? Boo. Blake's heavy paws suddenly are on Percy's shoulders. Percy yells, so high-pitched that the mirror purser seriously risks losing its glass home. Scaredy cat. Dumbass. Look who's talking, Percy. Are you looking for candy over here or what? Percy traces his finger playfully along Blake's trousers fly. Maybe, you know, I'm such a little scaredy lamb, I need a firm shoulder on my side to calm down, or something else from, you know. Something... What is this? I can't read these when there's a lock on them. Huh. So I either want money or I want to get rid of it. Oops, I could have done better. I could have done better. I did it. Yeah. Wait, right here? Percy takes Blake's hand thoroughly. You're right, you look not here. In the world of my fantasies, vulgar ones, good enough obscenities in reality, you won't miss a chance to make more of them. I can contribute to it. I plead guilty, Your Honor. Percy shoves Blake's hand roundly. We would happily contribute to such crimes as well. Percy is hearing strange voices, whispers at first, but soon they drown out the music, or witness them. Percy suddenly realizes that the mask could reveals the other visitors indeed hiding something unexpected. This actually is a weird place. He listens to his feelings but he can't find anything bothersome. The voices are soft and sweet. They're whispering something tenderly, and Percy wants to smile at them. And the mask? Well, that's carnivals are for, to hide their faces, right? So excited I want something. Try to imagine what you think of when you want something. Come on. How can you be afraid of me? There's a hurdy-gurdy somewhere carrying its catchy tune. And Percy feels like he has to answer it. Somehow. To laugh, to spin, to dance and place. To sing along in the language he has never spoken. But he has known since he was born. Unable to choose, he simply follows the sound of the music. Hey, what's gotten into you? Look like you plundered Hugh's stash of tricks and treats. Blake notices a strange shine at Percy's eye and involuntarily reaches into his pocket. The wooden figure eight almost jumps into his palm. Merry-go-round. It's like a music box, huh? I've always been afraid of them, like dolls and clowns. But you can't see those cute horses? I can, I wish I couldn't. The figure of horses look like they have been skinned before being installed on the merry-go-round. They're fully built by dirty, flaked bones and dried foam rubber that apparently plays the part of muscles and the rest of the horse's guts. And look at their manes. Percy happily runs a finger through a mangled synthetic frazzle of one of the horse's necks. Blake stares at him confused. I've always dreamt about a prince on a white steed as a kid, just like this one. They're seeing different things now. Afraid to imagine the prince then. He was beautiful, like you. Big and serious, not as grouchy though. I'm not grouchy, said the grouch. Take a ride, it's too cold. Take a ride! Ride the gross horse! Come on! Merry-go-round is spinning slowly in the tune of the hurdy-gurdy. Calling. Percy comes closer as hypnotized. He climbs on the horse that slows down in front of him as if waiting for him to get on his back. Don't fall down. I'm a rider since 7. I think you weren't interested in steeds until a while later. So vulgar. Hang on, I'll open up the vocabulary. I didn't have sophisticated expression in horseback riding classes since a toddler's age. But I go joking about psychology traumas and induced by the British class system, or Percy makes himself comfortable in the saddle and stretches seductively. This honesty is not relevant anymore, though. Now I want the prince on me. On a steed. Steed on me. In the moonlight. Romantically, or whatever. Do you understand? Percy glances Blake shyly and starts to rock on the saddles back and forth, rubbing his whole bottom against it. Who sees this? Are you okay with that? Oh yes, I mean no, but I want it so much, Blake. Isn't it arousing? Voices whisper to Percy that they can see and hear everything, and they want it so much too. The shame and realization of how to blush. So much that you're blushing from the thought itself. Waiting, Blake, they're watching. Take what's offered. Right now the forecast says it's going to be quite chilly today. And you're talking about the weather, Blake? So he disappointedly bites on the tip of his thumb. Okay, I can wait. Or play with our new You'll be distracted. Yeah. And then I'm afraid you have no choice to deal with me now. Wreck you fatally in the car and won't get into a terrible accident. Do you want to put both those in mortal danger? You spoiled little dinner player. Punish me then. Blake suggests the ears to throw himself at Percy and grip his sides. Make him obey and comply to his vow. Walk around, gallop away. Walk around. I think I can handle both watching the road and making it to the end of the trip. Or maybe even to the end of dinner. Can you use straight face in front of parents? For real? Depends on your behavior. Okay, I make good boy and make things studying. It's just amazing. Can we stay here a bit? I want to linger in the intention a bit more. As you wish. Holds out his hair and pops off the horse gracefully. The squares, center square, the fair flickers with lights and rings catching the piercing tune. Soon Percy is trying to figure out the instruments, but gives up too soon, succumbing to the pleasant Disney as the melodies bring him. Well, it kind of gets on my nerves. Yeah, I don't know, I love it here. Don't you love it here? I think we're acting weird, you know. I like to add some spice to our private lives here and there, but don't you feel like we're taking it too far? The merry-go-round, the haunted house, someone could see us. Kids, perverts. Yeah, if kids see this, they don't turn away. They're real perverts. I mean kids separately. I mean separately from perverts. Yep, kids can be kept separately from perverts, or it can go very, very wrong. Oh, we're taking this nowhere. Blake follows Percy pensively and mechanically strokes the figurine in his coat pocket. Percy. Blake turns around, scanning the square, familiar tousled head, but a few tourist moments it seems like he had lost Percy in the damn fair, and heart skips a beat. Maybe with the museum, this one. Percy spawns on Blake's side out of nowhere, with the leaflet in his hand. I don't know where it came from, but honestly, who cares? Let's go to the entrance. Search doesn't take them long. The shabby sign promising the visitors an unforgettable experience is right around the corner. The mugger's waiting for an unsuspecting passerby. A wax museum is just creepy as dolls, clowns, and music boxes. Didn't know you were such a scaredy cat. Not a big bad scaredy wolf, of course. Blake snaps the tea playfully near Percy's ear and watches him flinch and goes surprisingly still. This is interesting. You're all too brave, little lamb, aren't you? There she swallows. A new unfamiliar intoxication of Blake's voice sends shivers down his back. That's the right amount. That's the right amount, lamb. Blake's old voice sounds unfamiliar to him. He suddenly wants to touch the figurine in his pocket again. Percy feels so warm and sweet. Blake wants to press him against the nearest surface right now. Feel the wild breeze pulse under his teeth. Blake shudders and gets a hand out of his pocket. The right amount of brave. Go on then. Blake gently shoves Percy forward. Honey demon hearts. Demon hearts. Hearts of little demons. Percy and Blake leave the museum. Percy is walking with an unnoticeable limp. You're kind of quiet. Swimming from your pitiful mockery. Oh, is that the skid speed? Nose in the air, stiff as a pole, Go on, wise ass. Blake's blood simmers with sudden joy. He doesn't want to contain it. He wants to let it out and follow, laugh, and run. And run aimlessly, timelessly, run together as one of the wind. Follow the birds to the south, follow the sun to the west. Are you tired? Pity, what a pity. We'll be so bored without you. No, I'm not. That was a stretch and a warm-up to me, and you done? Saving my strength. Good for you, Wolf. You'll need strength. Blake's ears twitch. We need to go somewhere, come on. Blake grabs Percy's shoulder firmly and pulls him across the fair. There are more and more cloaked figures around, and as soon as Blake is defended, erratic courses of voices. He feels as if his fingers are about to betray him. Pull Percy's shoulder and he will disappear in the crowd, like a wisp of smoke in the wind. Percy laughs brightly all of a sudden. It's not funny at all. No, it is. They're not having fun, Wolf. Percy's eyes glimmer fire red and fleeting moment like the lights of the garlands in the autumn leaves. Staring right at Blake, Percy takes his hand and leads him, shuffling into the tents if he knows for sure where we need to go. Oh, I need beaches. 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 Finally. Blake and Percy find themselves in front of another tent. The first thing Blake notices is a set of yellow snake eyes. Flinches but can't look away from the McCrade machine shaped like a cobra. Holy crap. They ran out of inspiration for the wax museum, I guess. Paint on the snake's long fangs is peeling off, pieces of the scales are missing here and there, and the cobra's giant claws hold a disc spiral pattern on it. Don't be a jerk, it's a pretty snake. For a moment, Blake feels like the cobra has got several tails and are all swaying instantly behind its back. What's that? Circles the machine a curious look. Go on, boy, are you scared? As he glances around, his eyebrows furrow. I don't know, maybe this is some sort of fortune teller spot. Fairs have already folded a fortune teller and sunshine. Whatever. You're babbling. Must mean you're nervous. Are you afraid of fortune tellers too? Any other observations you'd like to share, Doc? Seriously, Blakey, until today I thought your worst nightmare is your dear mommy. You know, all the workaholics and childhood dramas. He peels the chip paint off the cobra's fang. The really big ears are twitching. The tail is waggling from side to side. Definitely nervous. Why is it afraid of an ancient arcade machine? Oh sure, look who's talking about childhood traumas. Boarding school boy. It's a hypnotizer, by the way. Percy nods to himself and glances at the snake curiously. He spins the disc with his finger, a dark spiral term memorizing. Strange choice of attraction, no one... There's an exact cue here. Hypnosis use is widely popular with the bored housewives. They would invite hypnotists to talk shows and such. I saw it on Twitter too. Apparently the hypnosis is quite a popular fetish. Remember that Ka from the Jungle Book? Percy winks at Blake. I won't be able to unsee that visual. I'm fed up with your weird fetishes today. I think I understand the appeal. Imagine someone can make you want something specific or change your state of mind however they want. That's creepy, actually. You're just a control freak. Maybe. This is messing around the machine. Blake furrows. Let's get out of here, huh? Oh, I found a button. Push the button while Blake is push the button. Push the button or push the button? Push button. Don't touch anything. So he raises an eyebrow and clicks the switch. Snake eyes light up and the disc starts to spin. God damn it, Percy. Doesn't answer, his eyes are fixated on the spinning disc. The world blurs out. What the? The dark forest surrounds him, a pale yellow moon stares down. Realizes he's running somewhere, heart pounding up his throat. Smooth, skill cape from his bare thighs. For some reason Percy can't stop. Rushing through the woods, bare slaps don't catch the slap on his face. Percy frowns in confusion. They weren't Hughes. Remember anyone having junk special effects like these? I'm not taking anything. Blake already opened his mouth to scold Percy, but his eyes run over the edge of a disc and Percy image in front of him. A little painting. Oh wow. Thanks. I'll, Okay. hang there for a moment and it dissipates? It's not dissipating. That's my issue with it. Okay. He hears someone's heavy footsteps behind him. He glances back his shoulder and notices something dark, gray, and hairy. Of course, I'm going to have to tell my therapist about this. Giant gray wolf is chasing Percy. The veritable beast, Percy, is seriously bothered about which the Red Riding Hood is constantly reenacting here. Waiting for the brave hunters to beast stomach, not exactly how Percy was planning to spend the evening. Blake opens his eyes and blinks in confusion. For a minute trying to understand what's going on. His hands clenching Percy's palm and Percy is snoring quietly on his shoulder. Percy, Are we there yet? Told you a ton of times don't sleep in the front seat. It distracts me. Did I fall asleep too while driving? You didn't wake me up. Shit, we could have. Percy frowns and rubs his eyes. Calm down, Blakely. Slow down. Why are we not moving? I don't know. Why are we even here? Percy is finally fully awake. He looks around just to confuse Blake. I don't know. You had a map. Oh, the map. There it is. Hard to tell for sure, but you're holding it upside down, you idiot. Aren't you the smart one? Blake. She puts the map down, notices something dark in the woods outside. Something living. Buddy shivers from head to toe. Is he scared? It also pleasantly heavy. What? Over there, see, is that building? I think so. Some ruins? Probably. It's the map, Percy. What the hell are we to teach some sculptors? St. Martin's. Percy frowns. He can't look away from the circle of stones covered in ivy. There's some ornament carved into them. Just seems to be distant as it crawls on the stones. It's evening light playing on the fading ancient patterns, right? Blake, don't you want to take a look? No. Where the hell are we? Mom is waiting for us at 8. What's this bloody place? Don't you want to know what this is? It's marked on the map. His nose against the window. I think it's the sundial of sorts, the one where the shades are running in circles. Ears twitch. Something makes tense up. Shadow, circle, sun. He straightens up, trying to shake off the illusion. No, let's go. Yeah, you're right. You're right, I guess. Percy watches the autumn seemingly speed by. His thoughts still feel mannish and fuzzy. He hasn't fully waken up. But really, how do we get here? It's the weather. It must be the weather. My head's swimming. I hate autumn. Cold and dark. Hungry? What? No, nothing. You're hungry. There must be crackers in the glove compartment. He reaches in the glove compartment in the front of Percy. His eyes fixated on the road. He knows a wooden figurine that definitely wasn't there before. Blake. Blake flinches. What? Look. Oh, snow. Blake hears bells ringing quietly somewhere. Or is it just Percy laughing? The sound is better than any music for Blake. Yeah, it's snowing. Percy smiles. Welcome you on the dark half of the year. Come close to your bonfire. All who are brave enough, the night is dark, but nothing rivals the beauty of the frosty sunrise. Your figurine rolls from side to side quietly. My path I took. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next one.